some temperatures below average, though, in Summit County.
It's definitely a cold time of year, but I think it's winter, so it's hard to complain too much.
Right, it's hard to complain. We've had some really fantastic snow. Once again, I'm joined by Erin from Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea, just right here in Silverthorne, and you biked here today.
I did. Well, you're saying I don't have a garage for my own car, so by the time everything's warmed up and scraped off, I'd be where I need to be. And I have a great fat bike, Surly makes some really fun ones, and it's actually a really fun way to get around. I'll have people take pictures of me, though, as I'm driving, but
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, look at that brave, crazy
Right,
person
or
on
crazy.
her bike.
Yeah, well, and I'll even put the Burley attachment on and bundle up my son in his sleeping bag, and we'll go to the rec center or the factory stores. Silverthorne is so easy to get around, and it's such a fun town to live in and be in, and I can ride my bike anywhere.
I agree. I love Silverthorne. You have a great location for Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea.
Thank you. We're just a quarter mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne interstate exit. So we're right next to, if you're going to anything at the Silverthorne Pavilion, I know they have lots of fun events going on. We're right across the street from the Silverthorne transfer station for the Summit Stage. So if you're using the Summit Stage to get around or whatever it is, we're right across the river from the outlet stores or next to the rec center. And of course we have your outdoor patios if it's warm enough to enjoy because we're right next to the river, or inside we have rocking chairs. You can just come and relax and just be a part of the Silverthorne community.
Right, exactly. And I actually thought about that today. I think I'm going to go get an oil change, and it's right in Silverthorne as well. It's so easy to just walk over and have some coffee while you're waiting.
Yes.
Chill out, maybe buy a book from your book selection.
Yeah, we have our library book sale, which is really good. We have wonderful titles in really good condition, anywhere from $2 to $8. So if you're traveling this week or next week, headed home, or you're just in town visiting, we have some really good titles for really inexpensive, and it goes towards a great cause. The libraries are usually always hit with budget constraints, and this raises a lot of money for them. In 2015, we've raised over $3,000 for the libraries.
Holy cow.
So just through that book sale. So it's just one of those things that it's your local shops, whether it's your bookstore, your hardware store, or your coffee shop, they'll do so much to help your local communities, and it's really good to support them.
Yeah, I agree. You're a really good community partner and really sustainable as well.
Thank you. I know we were talking about, well, what are some things that really make your local businesses stand out from some of your bigger ones? And for us, one of the big things, aside from our quality training that our baristas have gone through with the Specialty Coffee Association and the Baristas Guild of America, we're a zero waste shop. So the cup and lid that we brought you today is all compostable. It may look like a plastic lid. The straws may look like plastic straws, but they're actually all compostable, and we work with the Summit County Resource Allocation Park to get it all composted. So in the summer, you can go up there and buy soil, which we'll actually do, and make our back garden in the summer out of the soil that was once from our composted cups.
Perfect. You guys have these really big compost bins and a little tiny trash can, and I just love it. You can pretty much throw everything that you use there into the compost bin.
Yeah, about 95% of everything we hand over the counter, actually even more, so 95% of everything we have in the shop, is recycled or composted, and then just a tiny amount of waste.
Perfect. That's awesome. And what did you bring me today?
I brought you an eggnog chai today, so you can do so many fun drink combinations that you might not just think of off the top of your head, and our baristas are so happy to suggest a new idea if you haven't tried something. And of course, our loose leaf teas are really good. I know one of our baristas, Stephen, we call it the London Nog. So it's a take on the traditional London Fog drink, which is an Earl Grey tea steeped with milk, but instead of using milk, you use eggnog. And so it's such a fun combination of flavors that we're all really happy to play with.
Your baristas are all so nice in that store too. I just feel like they're so helpful. If you don't know what you want, if you can't decide, they're really knowledgeable.
Yep, and we have just a hilarious sense of humor. I think that we need to put like a Sirius XM radio transmitter in there, and then just it bounces off to baristas around the world sort of thing, and just listening to barista chatter.
Yeah, I love it. It's just such a great community atmosphere. I go in there and it just seems like there are a lot of people having meetings or just meeting each other for coffee, and they know you guys know them, and you know exactly what they like to drink. And
we're a community hub for not just Silverthorne, but Summit County. So if you want to have your book club or your knitting group, or meet someone for a first date, or whatever it is, or you have a friend coming into town and you haven't seen them for 6 months, it's a perfect place to just meet someone and get to know your community and people around you.
Yeah, it's an awesome spot. I love it over there. And so people can find you right in Silverthorne, and where can they find more information online? And I know that you have a store online too on your website.
We do. So our website, redbuffalocafe.com, and so we do have a limited selection of some of our stuff that we sell in the store. So some of our bulk beans, our Jazzy Java is so popular as a gift or just anything, really. It's an amazing coffee. And as well as some of our t-shirts or teas, we sell them online on our website, redbuffalocafe.com. Or you can come in. We're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5:30. We're open all through New Year's. That means New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So you have plenty of time to come on in and get something to help you recover on New Year's Day.
Right. Get that caffeine fix and maybe
Yes.
a giant cinnamon roll to make you feel better.
I know, they're about the size of a toddler's head. They're
Those
really
things.
good.
Awesome. Well, Erin, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. You too.
Folks, stay tuned for more Summit Sunrise. We will be back with our Watch and Win question later in the show. You don't want to miss it because you can win a boot bag from Swix as well as 2 day tickets to Loveland Ski Area. It's a really amazing prize, so stay tuned.